What's next for Conference USA? Conference USA just lost Texas El Paso and Louisiana Tech to the Mountain West and Sun Belt conferences and are now probably looking for replacements. Conference USA is now at 10 members and will probably lose schools like Liberty and New Mexico State in the near future. Being one of the worst conferences has disadvantages, like having a hard time getting FBS schools to join them. This causes Conference USA to rely on FCS schools making the jump towards the FBS. But the question everyone is asking is which schools will make the jump? Our first realistic option is the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. Eastern Kentucky play in Richmond, Kentucky, and their stadium sits about 20,000 people. Eastern Kentucky has already expressed interest in moving up to the FBS, and this move would make geographical sense as well. Eastern Kentucky is coming off of an 8-5 season where they went 6-2 in conference play. They played 2 FBS teams in which the combined scores were 7-87. Eastern Kentucky would also make a great rivalry with Western Kentucky. With all these facts, I think Eastern Kentucky would be the most likely to make the jump. The second option would be the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. Stephen F. Austin is located in Nacogdoches, Texas, and they play in a stadium that sits about 14,000 people, making them have a below-average capacity stadium. Stephen F. Austin has expressed making the jump towards the FBS in the past. Conference USA would also like to go back into the Texas market after losing Texas El Paso. Stephen F. Austin is coming off of a 7-5 record, and they went 4-3 in conference play. They played 1 FBS school and lost 35-20. Stephen F. Austin would be a great rival to newly added teams Sam Houston and New Mexico State. Our third option, and my favorite, would be the Chattanooga Mocs. Chattanooga plays in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and their stadium seats about 20,000 people, making it one of the bigger FCS stadiums. Chattanooga's stadium used to host the FCS National Championship game, and they sit in the southern Tennessee market, which is prime time for college sports. Chattanooga went 7-5 this past year and went 5-3 in conference play. They played 2 FBS schools and had combined scores of 24-83. Cut them some slack because one of the opponents they did play was Tennessee, who dog-walked them. Chattanooga would also be a great rival for Middle Tennessee. This would be a fun one to watch on Saturdays. Our final option, which is the most unrealistic, would be the Rhode Island Rams. The University of Rhode Island is located in Kingston, Rhode Island, and their stadium seats about 7,000 people, which would make it the smallest FBS stadium. They would need to upgrade their stadium and facilities before making the jump as well. Rhode Island sits in the southern New England marketplace, which is one of the best marketplaces for sports. Rhode Island went 11-3 this past year, and they won a playoff game. They also went 7-1 in conference play. They played 1 FBS school, and they lost 0-48. Rhode Island would give Delaware a new rival up north, and it would be cool to see the battle for New England. Conference USA just needs to act fast, or they will become a victim to the disease known as conference realignment. I wish the best for this conference and really hope some of these moves will end up happening. Please drop a like, comment, and follow. It will help out a ton.